Welcome to Wyatt Everett Unleashed. And today's topic is fellas, what to do when you hear a woman always say, I feel like. All right, let's get into it. So when a woman is always starting, let me talk to the fellas real quick. Fellas, put a 1 in the chat if you've dealt with a woman where you're trying to have a sensible conversation with her and you're laying out the facts, data, the statistics to back up what you're saying. And then she says, yeah, but I feel like. Put a 1 in the chat if you've dealt with that. Okay, now when she says or always starts the sentence off with I feel like, what is she really saying to you? She's saying, what I'm about to say to you, but whatever comes after I feel like, isn't based in any fact, only emotions, only my feelings. So there should be no accountability. You shouldn't take what I say too serious because my feelings could change tomorrow. And the way I feel today might not necessarily be the same way I feel tomorrow. So you can't really hold me to what I'm saying today because it might change. For me, that's a red flag. I don't want to date or I don't want to be in a relationship with someone that feels some way today and for no apparent reason just change the way they feel tomorrow. So let's say I talk to you and we agree on something, but you just decide to change the agreement. And I say to you, why? Well, I feel like, and I'm like, oh crap. So what you said yesterday or the other day was, I can't take you serious. Fellas, you can't take anyone serious, if we're being honest here, that bases every decision they make in emotions. No logic behind it. So what should you do if you're dealing with a woman that's always making decisions based on emotions? First you need to talk to her about it. Listen, if we're gonna be together, or if I'm gonna date you, or if we are dating, if you want to take this to the next step, you're gonna have to make decisions based on facts or on logic at least, or past data or something. Everything can't be based on emotions because I don't really know where you stand on this situation. Because we could be on the same page today, and you might hear something or see something, and tomorrow, boom, your whole outlook changes. And I don't want to be in a long-term relationship with someone that I don't understand, or I can't trust, or you're just wishy-washy. So you need to sit down and have a conversation with that lady. And I know some people probably gonna say that's just the nature of women. Yeah and no. Because I've dealt with some very logical women. You know what I'm saying? Some women that, base their decision making on the facts. And the facts only. Granted, it's not a large number of women, I think, in my opinion. But they are out there. And the thing is, if you don't bring it to their attention, they're probably not even aware that they're doing it. So you got to bring it to their attention at least and give them an opportunity to change it, make some adjustments. And it's probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight because they've been doing it for so long. And I dare to say it's part of their nature. But you do have to bring it to their attention, okay? So after you bring it to their attention and you notice, give them some time, but you notice nothing's changed, this is what I would do. And this is just my own personal feeling. I'm leaving. I'm getting the heck up out of there, okay? Because I refuse to deal with someone that makes decisions based on emotions. And I'll tell you why. Now, I'll let you make your own decisions after this, but I'm just going to tell you why I won't. I've dealt with people, and I've made quite a bit of money in my day. I feel like going shopping. and just be sitting on the couch and just hop up and go to the mall and just spend thousands of dollars and come back. And I'm like, what? Why? Well, I just felt like it. Or, let me give you this is a true story. I was dealing with someone, and I'm not a big bread eater, and neither was she. I come home one day, and there's this big contraption sitting on the kitchen counter. So I'm like, she wasn't home at the time. So I'm just looking at this thing like, what the heck is this? So she finally gets home, and I ask her, and I'm like, that looks nice, because it did look nice. I didn't know what it was, but it looked, high end. It looked nice. So I'm smiling. I'm thinking it's like a little toaster or something you can put a, chicken in or something, just set a timer. And so I'm like, what is this? And she's like, oh, it's a bread maker. So I paused. So I was like, I don't eat bread right like that. I was like, a loaf of bread would last over a month, maybe 2 months. And I was like, you don't eat bread at all. This is her response. It was on sale. So I felt like it'd be a good deal. And she was right. It was a good deal for what it was. But neither one of us eat bread. So why? Why'd you buy it? It was an emotional buy. She felt like buying it, so she bought it. And I mean, I know that's an extreme example, but when you're dealing with women that deal strongly in emotions when making decisions, that's kind of a recipe for disaster. And that's not, you don't want to live your life wondering what's the next emotional decision she's going to make. You want to have some foundation of when you're dealing with the woman that you're dealing with. Okay, things might get rocky. We might have our disagreements, or we might argue here and there, but I know for a fact, this is where she stands on this topic, and this topic. And that's not going to change. You don't necessarily get that with a woman that deals a lot in emotions. So for me, if you find yourself in that situation, or you're currently in that situation, so you quickly need to have a sit down with the person you're with and hash that out quick and give her opportunity to change it. It's not going to be overnight. But if you see her making strides to change that, you got yourself a good lady. If not, you need to find the closest door or the closest wall and make a new door in it and get the heck up out of there. If you like this content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. See you in the next one.